Right, do you want to do the talk? You can make it up as you go along, that's what we do. Nah, honestly. Right, so for those of you who haven't been here before, look towards the front of the boat, you will see a hole in the wall. I'm not doing too bad today, I've actually gone through it 3 times and missed it twice, so you know, I should be quite good at doing it now. So, I am a licensed boat master, so is the boat. The boat is also covered by the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency in Liverpool, so you're in perfectly good hands. That's the reason why I've got a life jacket on. Now, you've got these orange donut things, please don't eat them, okay, they're plastic, they're only there for show. So if the boat does sink, I'll tell you to stand up, don't worry about the kids because they float, okay. So for those of you not being here before, please remain seated, please remain within your pods. Right, put your hands up if you're over 11 years old, please. Okay, put your face masks on. It is a legal requirement that you wear your face mask. If you do not have the face mask, then you need to show a valid exemption certificate.
Send me back.
Figured you would. So, who's got cameras? Feel free to take photos or videos. My best side is my right side. However, I will ask you to refrain from using flash photography because it is does ruin the lighting shows down here as well as our effects. And it also blinds me, which is more important, because when I get blinded, well, my 8 balls, and you start shouting at me, and I don't like being shouted at, so I start saying.
What's your colour in the wall again? Yeah.
So, are you ready? Here we go!
Yeah, this is. No, this one.
So, as you can see, it's quite low in here. It does get lower. But this is the first of the 2 tunnels of makeup that have been canal tunnel. Built in 1775, completed in 1778, built by the second Earl of Dudley, Lord Ward, hence the name Lord Ward Tunnel. It was extended in 1792 to its full length of 1.9 miles, making it the second longest canal tunnel in the UK. So, as we're going along, you will see some white stuff on the walls. Please don't lick it. This is not ice cream, this is called calcite. It's formed by the rainwater washing over the limestones on the outside of the tunnel walls, creating this beautiful ribbon effect. It also creates the stalactites above our heads. These stalactites grow to rate of 1 inch every 5 years. When they get to about 9 or 10 inches, they do fall off and land on your head. That's the reason why we got celiacs on. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you see the holes in our mirrors? These are meant to be there, the bricks haven't been nicked, we might be in Dudley, but it's not that bad. Okay, it's where the navvies would run wooden planks from one side to the other. It's allowed the engineers to build the tunnel walls and then the tunnel roof. Well, we're left open to act as weed bowls, so that any excess water built up behind the walls can flow through these into the tunnel. Hence the reason why you'll see big lumps of calcite come out of some of them. In a few moments we'll be going underneath our construction shaft. This is one of 2 that you're going to see today, and it's where the navvies were lowered down to start digging out the tunnel. Let's set off in opposite directions, hopefully meeting up in the middle. 3 of us coming from the opposite direction. So feel free to look up at the front of the boat as we're going underneath one now. And this is the construction shaft. That brings us into Churchwell Basin. So on the left-hand side of the boat, you will see flooded mine. If you worked in there, you worked in 2 feet of water for your 12-hour shift. Well, on your right-hand side is the entrance to Tipton Mine. Tipton Mine is actually 80 foot directly below us. Watch it. Here's the front, because I'm going to have to sound the horn. That's just letting another boat know that I'm coming into the tunnel. And into Castlemill Basin. Castlemill Basin was originally undercover. The roof was taken down over 180 years ago. If you look to the far right, you will see another tunnel. That is a raised nest tunnel. We would love to be open that, but unfortunately it is going to cost us 26 million quid. So if you've got any multi-millionaires on board, hello and welcome to Dudley. Directly in front of us we have two tunnels. The one on the right hand side is the original tunnel. We'll be coming out of that one in about 20 minutes. We're going to go into the waffle tunnel, so called by the kids because it looks like a giant waffle. But look at that on the left hand side, folks, isn't that pretty? All that ivy hanging down. So world famous hanging gardens of Dudley. So we're going to start our progress going underground. And you see that it's going to get a lot cooler. So you can see why the kids call it the waffle tunnel for you. That tastes very nice, even the man will see the waffle. Now if you look on the walls and on the ceiling, you will see pure white calcite. The reason for that is we are going through Amnesty limestone. Amnesty limestone is the hardest, purest and most expensive form of limestone, and this is what the area of was mining out. You'll notice that the tunnel is a bit twisty and turny considering it was completed in 1989. The reason for that is, well, we are following a natural fault line in the rock. So as we come around this corner, we'll be about 85 foot underground. So I think it's only fair to tell you about the earthquakes we have in Dudley. We do have earthquakes, we had them in the 50s, we had them in the 60s, we had our worst one in 2002, version 4.4 on the Richter scale. However, thanks to the wind cage, we can see highlighted at the front of the boat with no lights, we were able to open to members of the public on the same day as the earthquake. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have any customers, and I can understand why. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're about to enter a little test. This is our small cavern. So back door entrance to a much larger cavern called Dark Cavern. I'll tell you more about that after we've watched the film in here. Now if you are on the right hand side of the boat, you may stand up and you need to rest your backs up against the side of the boat so that you can see the screen and maintain social distancing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a little test.
Det er det gerne nok. Kan se, ja. Kan se faktisk. Even today, just a few miles thick, floating on a molten material. For hundreds of millions of years, ours was a violent world devoid of life. No one knows for certain quite how or why it happened, but around 2 billion years ago, in a warm, shallow pool, a tiny single-celled creature developed. A creature that could divide and reproduce itself, and changed to meet the challenges of its harsh environment. A creature that was destined to change the face of the earth and become the father and mother of all life on the planet. Millions of years later, the Dudley area was a shallow tropical sea, and from that single-celled creature had evolved a wide variety of life forms. Trilobites, shellfish, sea lilies, and giant corals. Welcome to Silurian times, where the rock around you was a living world 400 million years ago. As these creatures died, their remains sank to the bottom of the sea and were entombed in the mud. A steady rain that went on for millions of years. As later deposits were laid down, this mud was eventually compressed to form rock. years before. We know this rock today as limestone, whose imprints as fossils. The climate changed, and the age of the trilobites came to an end. The tropical sea was replaced by shallow swamps. Huge trees and ferns colonized the land. Animals followed: insects, scorpions, lizards, and giant dragonflies. When they died, their remains sank into the mud and were in turn recorded in layers of fossilized plant material, which eventually became coal. Many seams of coal were laid down, giving the geological period its name, the Carboniferous. The coal, interspersed with deposits of iron ore, was eventually covered by later rocks and sank many hundreds of feet below the surface. Folding and fracturing of the Earth's crust pushed deposits of coal and limestone up through the later rocks, and wind and rain over millions of years eroded away these later deposits, leaving Dudley Castle Hill and the nearby Wren's Nest Hill standing proud as we see them today. These hills, with their thick coating of vegetation, remained largely undisturbed as life and eventually man evolved around them. Undisturbed, that is, until human technology took a sudden, dramatic turn. The Industrial Revolution. A revolution driven, engineered, and supported by iron. And iron's production required iron ore, coal to fire the furnace, and limestone as a flux to remove the impurities. Hundreds of millions of years of geology came together to make the Dudley area central to iron production and vital to the Industrial Revolution. Initially, the limestone was quarried from the sides of the hill, and as those deposits were exhausted, deep pits were dug as the miners followed the seams. As they went deeper, it became ever more difficult to raise the stone to the surface. The solution to this problem came in 1778, when the Earl of Dudley, who owned the mines, constructed a canal and tunnel into the hill to connect his mines to the Birmingham-Wolverhampton Canal, and so to the rapidly expanding network of inland waterways. The tunnel was later extended through the hill, serving the mineral-rich lands on the other side of the ridge, and linking the Black Country industries to the river centre. Where the tunnel crossed the limestone beds, the north was mined. Vertical shafts were dug to reach the deeper seams. Branch canals, tramways, and building walls were constructed, and the stone brought out by boat to feed the furnaces of the Black Country. Huge caverns were created with pick and shovel and gunpowder. Massive pillars of rock left behind to support the roof. In a few minutes we will enter one of those caverns. Above us, the surface, 80 feet below us, and now flooded, lie yet more man-made caverns. Today, the tramways are silent, and the limestone goes along. But let us spare a thought for the Black Country miners who carved out these caverns 200 years ago. Danger was their constant companion, and not all returned alive to the surface.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so behind that screen is another cavern. It's called Dark Cavern. It's that big inside, you can actually get some Paul's Cathedral in there quite easily. We were nicknamed 144 by the miners because after a 12-hour shift, you had 144 stairs to climb back to the surface. The names that you can see on the screen are some of the names of the miners who gave their life down here. On average, roughly 500 ton of limestone removed from here, there was one fatality. If we can return to our seats, ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue on. We're going to go into our narrowest and lowest tunnel now. The reason for that is this was a footpath connected up Dark Cavern with White Cavern. You may feel the boat takes from time to time, it's perfectly fine.
Sorry guys, can't have my flash on. I'm going to be in dark for a bit by the looks of it.
So ladies and gentlemen, the lighting conditions in here were done to reflect back what the
We are
mine
going to
was
see what
worked
we
in.
can do about getting
You
them in
started to work in
Gastonia,
life from the age of 9 if
because
you
we
was a
do
boy,
know
at the
that
age of
these
12 if you was a girl.
caves are
You'd have
haunted.
worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. You were responsible for buying your own candles to work in. If you couldn't afford candles, and tough, you worked in the dark. Your average life expectancy as a limestone miner was 27 years old, as opposed to a coal miner, which was 34. Coming up on your right hand side, you will see some fine examples of curtain calcite. And above your head, some curtain fringe. This is quite rare, not worth looking at and photographing. And on the left hand side, you'll see some big gaps in the rock. 300 million years ago, that would have been filled full of lava because there was evidence of volcanic activity here.
And who says the Black Country's boring?
So, ladies and gentlemen, directly in front of us we have White Cavern, commonly referred to as Singing Cavern. It was given that nickname by the miners because of the fact it's that big in here that the wind used to echo around the stone pillars, creating the sing-song effects. It was mined out up until the 1850s on various levels, and then it was used by the early Dudley for music events, including music concerts, plates and fairs. So in keeping with tradition, we're going to show you a music and light show in here. There are flashing lights, just to make you aware of that. And those of you on the right hand side, once we are settled, you may stand up, but please wait for me to say it is safe to do so before you do, because I do have manoeuvring to do in here, and the boat does touch the wall at the front.
Limestone was quarried here on Dudley Castle Hill for hundreds of years, but the arrival of the canal prompted a rapid increase in mining activity, and at its peak, the Dudley mines produced over 100,000 tons of limestone a year. The extraction of the stone left behind a network of vast caverns, which became an attraction for scientists, engineers, and visiting dignitaries from abroad. The Dudley Caverns have also played an important role in the development of the science of geology, and became renowned internationally for the quality and diversity of the fossils that have been discovered here. In 1849, addressing a meeting of scientists here in the Dudley mines, the eminent geologist Sir Roderick Murchison proclaimed that in no part of England are more geological features brought together in a small compass than in the environs of Dudley. In the 1850s, the caverns were open to the public. Gas lighting was installed, cars laid out, and a bandstand constructed. Many fetes and concerts were held in these mines, with entertainment provided by orchestras, choirs, and military bands. Colourful events were played, and demonstrations
Huh? Pinching it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so, welcome to Singing Cabin. We're approximately 200 foot underground at the moment. Directly above us, way up there, is the Nature Reserve. And that's supported by these big stone pillars here. Each of these stone pillars weigh in excess of 300 tonne each. There are 5 in total in this section of Singing Cabin. Watch your eyes as I flick the lights back on for you. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Looking towards the front of the boat and you will see the continuation of Singing Cabin. A bit misty down there because it's quite cool here. I told you it was going to get cool then. That carries on for 5/8 of a mile. Right underneath Dudley Zoo. If that should collapse, we'll end up with a load of flamingos down here.
That's fine by
The
me.
platform there is where we hold various music events, including choirs, orchestras, bands, lots of things like that. And as well as you can come down here and get married, if you're of that mind.
No. No.
Incidentally, none of it weddings at your favourite place on here without ending in divorce.
No.
So that's a good sign, because it's set in stone. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's Singing Cabin. The largest of our cabins that's open to the members of the public at the moment.
No. Jack, say hi. Maggie, say hi. Samantha.
I want a flamingo and a finger monkey.
Yeah, we was hoping that the Dudley Zoo would collapse so we had a flamingo each. Because we like flamingos.
And I want a finger monkey.
You want a finger monkey as well?
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the 84, so 1984 as the name suggests. It's a broken, it's the, what they call an egg box construction. It's 3 foot concrete blocks bolted together to create a cylinder, and for our purposes it's been half filled with water to create a canal tunnel. If you've ever been on a London Underground or through the Channel Tunnel, they're built in exactly the same way as this tunnel. But this tunnel is unique because it's the first tunnel to be built on the canal system in over 80 years. And that created a lot of media attention. Who's heard of Blue Peter?
Yeah.
Anybody got a Blue Peter badge?
No.
You can buy them on eBay.
I'll
we've
send
got
me
one.
money.
Just there, presented to us by Simon Groom on the left-hand side as we come out of the tunnel. Look to the right-hand side and you'll see a big giant shovel there. That's there to commemorate 50 years of volunteers, without which none of this would be possible, because this was an abandoned and disused canal. As we come out, look up, we're at the bottom of the well.
You're at the bottom of a well. That's the well, and this is the bottom.
Where's
Jack.
Where's money?
Over there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the left-hand side of the boat,
Yes.
you may stand up because I'm going to show you something which is on the right-hand side.
So what's stand up now?
This is Harris Cabin, one of the last active cabins to be built down here. Closed its doors in 1924.
I'll find it inside here.
Not of any big cabin, only went back about 500 metres. University teams down here. Groups of 6 or 7 men, 2 or 3 children. No more than 10 in a group. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit misty in there. Not as misty as it was this morning. But we have tried to replicate what it would have been like to be a miner. So that gentleman at the back there holding the iron spike in there, he's going to hold that, keep rotating it, and his mates will hammer it into the wall. When it's in about 3 foot, they'll pull it out, the hole will get filled with gunpowder, and then a fuse will be inserted. A fuse could be anything from a rolled up piece of paper with gunpowder in it to a tarred piece of rope. And then, once that was all set, the adults were happy with it, they would leave, leaving the children in there on their own. They were given a candle and told to go and light the fuse. Providing everything went well, when the alarm sounded would fall, it would come crashing down, they'd pile it all up at the edge here, and that would then be taken away to the lime kilns, which can be seen in the Black Country Living Museum. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look towards the front of the boat. If you are sat at the front, so if you're on the right hand side, you can stand up so you can quickly look. And if you're in the front and slowly sit down so people behind you can see it, you will see the continuation of the Dudley Canal Company Tunnel. Carries on for 1.5 miles, goes right underneath Dudley. Brings you out a 10-minute walk from a well-known place called McDonald, Wetherspoons, Plymani. It's the Berry Hill Shopping Centre. So we don't have a problem parking at Christmas.
I don't think it is.
You can go through that on a 2-hour trip and a 6-hour trip, details of which may be found on our website. So now we're going to go underneath something really pretty. This is your second construction shaft.
Yeah, pretty colours.
This is nicknamed the Eiffel Tower simply because if you look up there long enough you're going to get an Eiffel. The calcite is formed in a spiral pattern, is typically slightly orange because there is iron.
It does look a bit like jellyfish, doesn't it?
In the rock.
Oh, look how big
I'll take it nice and steady so that you
all the
can
colouring.
get a photo and get wet.
Maggie, you've got wet on. And the boat is
It looks a bit like school custard. Yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, watch your eyes, I'm going to flick the lights back on for you. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Right, do we have any 5-year-olds on board? Yeah, I've got one. Right. You would have been working at 5 years old, okay? Not necessarily down the mines, because you would have been making and raising these things above your head. 5-year-olds were expecting 10 bricks an hour. Mums and nannies, you're expected to make 250 bricks an hour. If you look,
It's just as I thought each
paycheck was bad. Look above your heads, you'll see these are different shapes, sizes, colours and patterns compared to the ones that are by the side of us. Because these ones above us are the original bricks.
Yeah, they are.
If you look closely, you will see fingerprints in some of them, and there are definitely some in here that do have doodles on them, because the children used to send messages down to the dads.
Oh, quite sweet.
That brings me into my favourite section now. This is called Cathedral Arch. It's an underground brick bolted junction.
I've just got bloody truck on again.
This is where the tunnel was extended in 1792.
I'm going to try and do this now without dropping my phone.
The two bolts here, originally went down to the Voltes,
So I'm using it to later.
where we watched the first video. The boat there on the right hand side, some of of you may have seen that. It has been used in a few films, mainly Peaky Blinders. Anybody who's into that?
No.
Those boats are similar to the boats that would have been used down here. The only exception being is they were wooden. Unfortunately, you can't use a horse down here to pull the boats, even though we can land on an engine in it, you see. So what you use is this thing that all you women on board have used in an expression. How many of you have said, I'm touching with a barge pole?
Yeah.
This is your barge pole. And what you do is you stick it in the wall and you push just like that, all the way through the whole length of the tunnel. Thankfully, this was banned because it damages the brickwork. Something else was introduced, that was called legging.
Just the
And it was
just the brickwork.
two people would land on wooden planks. It was what I've got in the middle of my boat. They would sit back to back and
That's all, I bet you could use that as a weapon.
well, I would run the wall. Unfortunately, we can't do legging because of the COVID safety situation at the moment. So what they would have done, they were starting at 13. We were expected to do the whole length of the tunnel in under 4 hours. Very later than that, you would find a day's wage. And you would have done it for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
John.
So this section that we're in now, this is called the Wenlock Shale. Has anybody heard of much Wenlock?
Hey, did you see that noses?
Obviously, one of my house side runs all the way to the town called Wenlock in Shropshire. There's no commercial value here, so it was never mined out, it was left, because it's basically compressed mud with bits of broken rock. And you can see how it's built up in very small layers.
What are you doing? Turn the light off your bottle. John, bring your phone in. Bring your phone in. And tell 5 to watch your head. Yeah, it's when you poke.
Stick the red on and the orange, the other things, the orange,
Yep. Where you can see it's red, it's very clear, whiskey drops.
You're actually that close to the brickwork.
If
You
you
can
have
actually
seen your
touch it.
man, the walls are sharp, because the boats will go up against them. Right, we're going to loiter here in the cool for a little while, because there's a boat due for any second now. And it's nice and cool here. Have you all cooled down now? Yeah.
She's going to burn when we go
It's all
back
too cold now.
No, I'm just right now. Sun cream when we're in caves.
Sun cream for when we go outside in the hot.
No.
As we come out, you'll see a couple of blokes. That's Bodget and Scarpa. He can't be Bodget, he hasn't got his chainsaw in his hand. Sure, you're not talking to my customers. Anybody local? Can you remember the hole suddenly appearing in the Birmingham New Road? And the car driving into it, the lady who drove the car, Maureen Wood, sorry, her name was killed with a car at the bottom of it. The culprit for that was, can you see how I stick something over there? That's a mine, that's called Kettle Mine, and that was the cause of it. The actual, it collapsed, the road disappeared into it.
Right.
You have a big head.
As you can hear, the other boat is coming round. This will be quiet.
Why?
He's just coming.
Why?
You said wave. The only wave you're going to get on the canal. So we'll let Brian come past. In fact, I'm actually going to hide back in further in the tunnel for a moment. I'm going to move over to the wooden section there. Because it's this time of day, but he likes to get to Wetherspoon, so he normally comes out this time. Okay, children, how many people like dinosaurs? Yeah, well, I'm not going to show you a dinosaur today. I'm going to show you something that's a lot older than a dinosaur. It's 255 million years older than a dinosaur, and I'll show you in a few moments. He's going in with the half-empty boat because he's going to collect the rest of his passengers and he'll have to last one.
5 again.
5.
5. 5.
Watch your eyes and the lights.
1, 2, 5 again. 5.
Well, is that how it works? Put it back.
John. 5.
I get 5 to 5.
Hang on, why are you doing quite fast?
Do it again.
So I give him a wave.
No, thank you.
You buying a wave, folks?
No, thank you. I don't like strangers.
That's Mark.
Megs.
Mark and John.
It's a coot.
They're about to go and
Coos. Wave.
lock Brian in there.
Didn't think you waved to strangers.
It's a cute. No, pretty joke.
It's a bopper.
No, it's a cute.
Right, guys.
Megan has just found a cute.
Megan wants me to find
The cute.
the bopper.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the right-hand side of the boat, I'd like you to stand up, please. Turn around, touch your toes, do the okey-cokey. Yeah, only joking. What I'm going to show you now is on this left-hand side wall. There is over 500 fossils in here. 63 species of fossil in this wall is unique to Dudley. Can't be found anywhere else in the world. This Dudley is special. For those of you who don't believe me, I'm going to prove it to you in a few moments. But first, I'm going to show you some fossils. Made it really easy for you to see them, because we put a big silver arrow pointing to it. Simple as that. So there you go, there's two fossils there. Okay. Follow the back of the arrow. Okay, follow it all the way down to there. You will see another fossil. That's believed to be a trilobite, a Dudley bug, for those of you who've heard of that. 423 million years old. There's a load of fossils just above my head here. Cracking on the right there with a seashore. There's another Dudley bug in nest. Just there, I think. So I'll take it nice and slow for you guys in the front to see. If you can't see it, open your eyes. Right. Now can you see the black stuff that's in there? And above your heads, going over to the other side. That is sponge and coral. 500 million years ago, that was a seabed. We would have been situated roughly where Brazil is nowadays. We are still moving. Every year we move a fingernail's length further away from America. Some would say that's not such a bad thing. Okay, can you see it?
Getting away from Donald Trump ain't a bad thing, but he's still stuck with Boris Johnson.
Are you done?
So ladies and gentlemen, I told you we were doing a special. I'm going to prove it to you now. We have the one thing that all you adults have been looking for all your life. Look towards the front of the road. Look up. You will see the world's famous light at the end of a tunnel, folks.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, you guys just sit down now. So sure it's Bill Mason here. So this is where the boat would have been loaded up. We'd have the boat on either side being loaded up by the children. They would shut the boats backwards and forwards, ladies and gentlemen, into these two bricked up tunnels that you can see. That allowed the boats to be loaded correctly, because if you didn't, them being wooden boats, you throw 30 ton of limestone straight into the middle of a boat, you end up snapping the spine of it. And that's where the term breaking the back of a jump comes from. Underneath the construction shaft, nice big one there. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1852, the company directors were surveyed. They wanted to know how many boats were coming through this tunnel. And in that 1 year, there was 41,704 boats came through here. One every 5.5 minutes entering the tunnel. It was that busy that it used to run 24 hours one way, 24 hours the other. And they were accused of a couple of miles long. A 2 or 3 day wait to get into the tunnel. So what they did is they built a new tunnel and a new canal, the Dudley number 2 canal and the Neverton tunnel.
Do it to John, the day.
John.
The Neverton tunnel was opened in 1889. It's 27
Keep watching.
foot wide, 22 foot high, 1.6 miles long.
From what?
That became very popular. Simply because
Well, they took the internet away from me as well, don't you?
Snappy chat.
I got my own phone.
You go past each other, you know, it's a stop.
It's okay that guys that always wanting each other up. Jack, how do you feel about being grounded?
Huh?
How do you feel about being grounded?
I'm not grounded.
Huh?
I'm not grounded. I'm the man of the house.
On behalf of myself and the Dudley Canal and Tunnel Trust,
He's grounded.
a heartfelt
John.
thank you for your support and job coming on
You're
our boat
grounded.
today, so thank you for that.
You're grounded.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a safe journey.
I'm grounded.
I'm going on your Xbox.
Thank you very much.
I'll just ring them up, get it all cut off then.
Huh?
I'll just ring them up, get it all cut off then, since it's on now.
What's that? You're going on now? Where's the bottom one? That one.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can just remain in your pods until I have secured the boat, please.
Hi,
I
Kelsey.
will call you off one pod at a time. If you can place your hats in the black buckets. And then, if you can place your hats in the black buckets, and then we'll call you off one pod at a time.
Seeing the black bucket.
Does they contain a stabilising solution?
I think so. I don't know.
Going to zoo now.
Going to the zoo. The zoo's shut. Someone's bossed around me.
That's 20 quid.
Still customers left, you like this? Then I've got 50 customers on here at a time, that's when you notice.
Right guys, obviously I had to pause it while we was getting off. That's some of the blackcurrant tree. We did come in to the Black Country Museum, so we're hoping that we can try and get out that way. I'll tell you what, I'm flipping scorching again now. And John's chatting his Radox as always.
No, he isn't actually.
Right, stop chatting his Radox now.
Hello guys, my name is Kelsey. No, my name is Jeff.
Mum, you know what that says? Taco.
Are you going to wave now?
That says taco. Taco.
No, it says John's a gift.
John's a pig.
John, are we having a quick fight before we go back in?
Mum, me's guys going to Blackpool.
Well, mine's are closed anyway. And it's if I'm
Mine out because mine's split, so there you go guys, just to
Me's guys going to Blackpool.
prove that we came in through Black Country Museum.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Gonna be a bit bumpy. Let me record it.
Might as well get some.
There you go guys.
What is sent after you lot all the time? So if I break it down into some little segments, we might get there and send it on to the bloke, the CEO. There's a big possibility we can get an exclusive on this. On a paranormal scope.
So I can just put this on because I'm linking Black Country Museum as well.
Yeah, can do.
But you're gonna break it down and do what you need to.
But no, I'm uploading it and then I'll fuck away when I get on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Right guys, I'm going to pause this just because you're not going to want to hear these conversations and while we're having a cigarette, so. What was that?
Hi, how you doing?
Who are you again?
Bob.
You.
What was that for?
I said she has a giant penis.
Yeah, I do.
Where does it have a
And what's your name?
My male name.
Right guys, Legacy and Dark Phantom aren't always pleasant. You do that one more fucking time and I swear down I'll grab your knackers. Leave me alone.
No proof.
He's going in that canal.
Hello guys. No, can I help you? Hello guys, my name is Jeff. I'm going to Blackpool.
No, she's not.
I am going to Blackpool.
And who are you?
I'm Moody Margaret.
Oh, that's my sign. Madam, that's my sign.
No, brother, to what?
Right?
This paranormal investigator is a fucking cook.
Don't know.
If I was a boy, Mum, what would my name be?
Your name is Jeff. Your name is Jeff. What's your name?
Bob.
The build-up. Not sure. See, the plan today was to go to the Black Country Museum, and because you can cut through to obviously the Dudley Canal Trust, John decided that we was going there. We came here for the Festival of Lights. It was absolutely amazing last year. And obviously Kelsey hasn't been on a canal boat, so do it all in one, yeah? But this is the sort of things that we do when we're not investing, you know, and we are chilling, spending time as a family. What's the matter, Maggie? Is that thunder I can hear?
No.
There's thunderclouds coming.
So yeah guys, if it thunders tonight, I'm going to be doing another video. Because I'm recording the thunder tonight.
No.
I missed it last night and it was awesome.
The fish is awesome.
The fish is awesome.
No,
The fishy. The fish is awesome.
the fish is ugly.
The fish is awesome.
Fish is ugly.
The fish is Jeff.
The fish is ugly.
Where's your fake? You can't go any further. So, right guys, what does everyone think of Legacy's Black Country sunglasses?
What do you
But
think?
the best thing is, when you look at the back, they have bottle openers on them.
It's your beer opening glasses.
He couldn't find his sunglasses today, so we were searching everywhere for him. Instead, he went to the Black Country shop just to get some sunglasses.
They're my beer opening glasses.
Your beard opening glasses. Right, gotta be quiet now, please. Yeah, it's just him that's gotta come in now.
Thank you very much.
You missed the police officer. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the pub.
I don't think everybody wants to know that.
So, quick walk. Quick walk through. And that's where the Aussies is.
No then, shut.
That's where the Aussies are.
Shut.
The Aussies are in the stable.
Shut. What?
Obviously. Yeah, I got the pub. You got the hardware shop. Yeah, I got the church. Yeah, I got the chemist.
Actually, yeah, fucking man. Get 2% of this shit.
You are?
Get 2% of this.
That's what I'm thinking. It's only letting me record bits now though, to be fair. We're gonna have to be quick though, because these I'm shutting soon. We got a Jack, he was at work today. And he decided to phone us up and say, where am I? Because I want to go. Oi! There you go, guys. I have appeared in today's video. And you got the kids. And John's talking to himself. There's a giant spider in the female toilet.
Yeah, that big. It is that big.
Hey, it's no good.
What are you going to eat me?
Nah, I want to do something. I want to test something we realised.
Cabbage. This way.
Oh yeah, I got one chippy.
I want to take one for tea. Okay. Jump all for that.
And you got the cake shop
The sweet shop.
and the sweet shop. And you got the chippy up there. What is it? You've come to the Black Country Museum and you actually talk Black Country. And that's the school up there.
No entry. Recycle. Come on, you can. You might as well.
Ooh, good thunder. We're going to the house.
Is it wandering?
No, you go through that way. Go through the radio shop. Innit?
From the house.
Yeah. Go through the radio shop.
Radio shop there.
No entry.
Arcade. So you don't
Tobacconist.
what you call going?
Radio shop. Oh my god.
You have to go through the back way. No, it's tobacco.
By the way, no one here.
No entry, thank you. You call come in here.
I'll call me today.
Jag come here. Yeah, kid. Arcade.
Right, yeah, that way, cookie. Right now we're in the radio shop. We always get attracted to this house.
Just like to come in here.
We always get attracted to
Let's
this house.
Unmade. No, the books would stand up.
The wardrobe was open. And that door was open.
But the thing is, nobody actually touches these rooms. So you'll find.
Always end up with an headache when I come in this house.
Why would they just leave this bed?
Now I'm going to take you into
The living room.
the
You
living
wouldn't be
room.
able to make a spread
There's
box
two
out of
different-
those radios.
What?
Unfortunately, those spread boxes.
There's like a buzzing. It might be that clock. To be fair. Could be the radio.
I've never had one before. Excuse me. Sorry everybody, but I'm
Lovely, can you that? Go on,
Yeah. Right guys, that's part of the Black Country Museum. I'm going to end it now. So, we'll see you soon on the next video or the next invest we decide to do. I have no idea what, when,
how
where. But stay tuned and we'll see you soon.